Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Dylan here. We have a massive bombshell from Donald Trump's top lawyer, Alina Habba, okay? She just came out and revealed the truth right after Kamala Harris gave her speech at the Democratic National Convention. Alina Habba was not shy to speak up and reveal her thoughts as a mother about what she thinks of Kamala Harris's speech, about the DNC, and about Trump 2024, guys. So Alina Habba, she's really teaming up with Trump to make America great again, not only legally, but also on Trump's campaign now. So she's officially joined Donald Trump's campaign too. So like I said, Alina Habba is not only helping Donald Trump legally, but she's also helping him in his campaign to get reelected for president in 2024, okay? With just less than, what, 180 or less than 80 days left, we are quickly approaching the election. So time is of the essence, all right? Before we dive in, we are going to read the Bible and pray because God comes first, amen? Comment amen down below if you believe that God comes first, okay? Today's Bible reading comes from the book of Isaiah 40:31. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Amen. Comment amen down below. And remember, my friends, my brothers, my sisters, hope in God. He will renew your strength. I think we all need to pray for our country right now with everything going on. I don't know how much of the DNC you watched. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't watch any of it, quite frankly, because it was sickening. But I watched most of it. It was horrendous. It was horrible. It reminded me that there is sickness in this world and we need to pray for our country, right? After Michelle Obama went up there and spoke, Oprah Winfrey went up there and spoke. After Barack Obama went up there and spoke, Joe Biden screaming, "Who the hell does he think he is? Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump." It's like so strange. And Kamala Harris, I mean, the girl is a complete idiot. Don't even get me started with Tim Walz. That man is creepy. Creepy man, all right? All right, guys, let's bring on Alina Habba. All right, so here's Alina Habba. She shared this. She says, "As a woman and a mother, this DNC has been a total disgrace. All I've heard is hate, not solutions, and certainly nothing about how this failed leader plans to help my family and my children. Truly shameful." Someone said, "Alina, God has blessed you. Thank you for using your platform for truth." Now, let's tune in. Let's listen in to Alina Habba, guys.
It's been an utter disgrace as a woman, as somebody who is an American child of immigrants. I can say that I have heard absolutely zero about policy. I've heard some sort of serious form of Trump derangement syndrome come out of every speaker out there outside of the real American people. We're seeing actors and actresses from California, people that know nothing about politics. We just saw Eva Longoria. That's the best you got before Kamala Harris. And one thing I'm not hearing as a female is, what are you going to do for my children? What are you going to do as an American for the gas prices, the grocery prices? And how are you going to protect my children from the borders that you have opened?
Well, I don't think they have a plan to do that. I think they want to let in more illegals. I mean, I'm just assuming, because based off of the Democrats and liberals that I've personally heard of, they don't really mind that people are coming into the country, right? It seems like they want to make America for everyone. Illegals, and give them, free healthcare, give them free welfare, give them free housing, free food, jobs. And what was the one that Tim Walz even signed? Tim Walz said that driver's license will be for all, even illegal aliens.
This is not about a new person to the party. This is somebody we know well. And frankly, I have heard very little, close to nothing about policy. And
Tim Walz didn't he say after Trump said he was going to build the wall, that Tim Walz said, well, I'm going to invest in a ladder building factory near Texas or something. So weird.
A whole lot of hatred for a place that's allegedly about joy. This has been
Yeah, it was a lot of hate. I didn't see really any positivity at all. It just seemed like hate, hate, hate. I mean, just look, this is what Alina Habba said. I don't know, guys. Very strange. She shared this, that Donald Trump said, no specific programs, all talk, no action. Why didn't she do it 3.5 years ago? That's a great point. Then she shared this. Let's tune in, guys.
He wins. He would sign a national abortion ban to outlaw abortion in every state.
And like Ronald Reagan, I'm a believer in the exceptions, the 3 exceptions, as you know, and rape, incest.
And then she also shared this, automatic deportation for any illegals who steal a social security number. That's what Donald Trump put in. So Alina Habba is exposing how what Kamala Harris said is basically untrue. Listen to this.
We all know if he wins, he would sign a national abortion ban to outlaw abortion in every state.
And like Ronald Reagan, I'm a believer in the exceptions, the 3 exceptions, as you know, and rape, incest, life of the mother.
So you wouldn't support a national ban?
No, I wouldn't support a national ban, no.
So why is Kamala Harris saying that he would then? I don't get it.
I would not.
We all...
I don't get it. I mean, her speech was just utterly and completely strange. I mean, it was so wild. Her, you know, what she said during her speech was just absolutely sick. And then this is Alina Habba at a Trump rally recently in Pennsylvania where Trump returned where, you know, close to where he got shot. Let's tune in, guys.
Family, my family's here, everybody. Hello, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I got a little known fact for you that most people don't know, but I lived in this city for 3 years. It's good to be back, folks. It's good to be back.
Alina Habba is a powerhouse, guys.
Well, I have had the privilege, as you all know, of representing the greatest president in the history of the United States. And now I am so honored to join the campaign to represent the 47th president of the United States.
So huge breaking news, guys. Alina Habba's joining officially Trump campaign. So not only is she his lawyer, but she's also one of on Trump's team members now. This is huge news, guys. She's really smart, and I think she might even have a role on Trump's team if he wins the White House, guys.
As many of you know, I have been fighting right next to the president in the greatest fight for the American Constitution, for the American policies, and to keep politics out of our courtrooms. Party that literally can't figure out who the hell they're gonna put up against my guy, President Trump.
This was before, obviously, they chose Kamala.
So who do they pick? Kamala.
Or I guess this was right after, when they were still kind of deciding.
But I'm so excited because when I spoke at the RNC, I didn't know she was the one we were going after, but now I do. And I'm going to speak to you, Miss Harris. I am a strong woman, a mom, a lawyer, and an American.
Yeah! USA, USA, USA.
And unlike you, Kamala, I know who my roots are. I know where I come from. And I don't play around with the Constitution. And I've got some news for you. They have tried to take down President Trump. And like I've been saying for 3 years, you can keep trying, but you will not succeed.
It kind of sounds like you can run, but you can't hide, Kamala. hyena Kamala Harris.
We will take down the corrupt DAs, the corrupt AGs, and I don't care how much money you got behind you. The truth comes out, and President Trump has been and is innocent of any crime other than loving this country.
Yeah, Alina Habba, guys. You gotta love this woman.
Now let me tell you what, Kamala. You are committing a crime. Because the only co-conspirator I know of the Biden-Harris administration is you. And you have lied to us about President Biden for the last 3.5 years.
I mean, she raises a good point. You know, they did keep on saying that Joe Biden is, listen to what Jill had to say. You know, his energy, his vigor, his age is an asset.
And just like in our courts, and just like Jack Smith, Letitia James, and D.A. Bragg.
Boo! You suck, Letitia.
The truth always comes out. So, let me just tell you, America, her policies are the same ones we've been living for 3.5 years, so don't get it twisted. They don't work.
Kamala Harris sucks, all right? It's like, why would you trust somebody who ruined our country to fix our country? That makes no sense. Hey, we ruined your economy, but trust me to fix it. I'm a dumbass, but sorry, I usually don't like to cuss. I can't. She's like, I'm an idiot, but hey, I'm gonna be smarter next time. It's like, no.
She is worse than a socialist. She is worse than Bernie Sanders. And guess what, Kamala? You're gonna lose just like he did. She raised money when the radical liberals pulled out and took out their own man, Sleepy Joe, that can't spell Bob backwards. But guess what?
How can you not spell Bob backwards? It's literally B-O-B.
This is a room full of patriots. And if everybody pulls out $1 and donates to DonaldJTrump.com, we were going to give them a run for their money because our policies are right. We are on the right side of America, and we love this country and our children. I am so honored to be back in Pennsylvania. Thank you, everybody. God bless America. God bless President Trump.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I'll gladly stand up next to you. Wow, I really like Alina Habba. She said this is a reawakening in America. Let's tune in, guys.
Itself is Alina Habba, senior Trump campaign advisor and Trump attorney. By the way, the senior Trump campaign advisor, I want to talk about in just a second. But first, I just want to talk about the convention.
Wow, senior Trump campaign advisor. She got a promotion, guys.
And I say fresh from the convention. You arrived, what, about 4 a.m. this morning?
Yes, the president and his team and the beautiful First Lady. We arrived at 4:30 this morning in Bedminster, New Jersey. I think I was on TV at 7:30 this morning. So we're fresh is not the word, but I'm fighting the fight.
All right. By the way, did the president sleep at all getting in at 4 a.m.?
I'm sure he did, but he was out and about again with his team today and working as usual. But he really is amazing.
It is, and we're going to talk about him. But I want to talk about what happened at the convention itself because it had so much energy. There's so much, of course, coming right off of the assassination attempt that unified the party and the whole nation, really.
Yeah, the difference between the RNC and the DNC, night and day, night and day.
Like nothing has before, except when that sort of thing does happen. But even Democrats are seeing that there's a unity among Republicans now that they envy. Van Jones, big Democrat, was talking about that this morning. I'm going to play that soundbite, get your reaction. Roll it.
This whole thing is like this. And hey guys, the last time I was in a convention that felt like this was Obama 2008. There's something happening.
There is something happening. Can you describe it?
Yes, it's called effectively like a reawakening of America. We miss our old America. I don't think anybody recognizes this version of our country. I don't care what your politics were in 2020. I can tell you that there is a change now, and the change and the energy that I felt in that room for the last, literally since Sunday, every day just got bigger and bigger. And the more people spoke and the more stories they heard about what America looks like now and what it will look like if and when we get Donald Trump back into office, was quite emotional, and it really was an energy that even Van could not deny. I'll tell you that much.
Well, the president talked about it. I've got a brief soundbite from him talking about the energy last night. Roll that tape.
With great humility, I am asking you to be excited about the future of our country. Be excited. Be excited.
But the excitement, frankly, was there in large part. He brings excitement into the room.
Yeah, and it's such a contrast. The RNC, I mean, such love, beauty, hope for our future to fix, not only fix the issues, but create goodness in America again, right? It's kind of what we're lacking right now. There's crime in every city you go to. I mean, it's like a zombie apocalypse in Los Angeles. I don't know what city you're near, but I ain't going to LA anymore, guys. It's like crazy there. I mean, certain parts are fine. Obviously, you go to Beverly Hills, Rodeo Drive, it's fine. But you go to downtown LA, you go to Hollywood, you go to West Hollywood even, which is typically a pretty nice area. I mean, tons of places in LA. I mean, it's, I would say a vast majority of Los Angeles. It's San Francisco, you know, it's a zombie apocalypse there. You cannot even drive your car down most streets in LA right now during the day without fear of getting robbed, getting attacked, getting mugged, getting, you know, somebody hijacking your car. Like our country has problems, right? We need to clean those problems up, and then secondly, actually create positivity again in our country. The DNC just, I mean, there's so much hatred and sickness. I mean, you see the compilations of how many of those speakers used Trump's name in their speech. It's so weird, you know. They're really trying to go after the hearts of people who just have sickness in their hearts. People who hate Trump, they're trying to pull on those heartstrings. Donald Trump and the RNC, on the other hand, Republicans, they're trying to pull on love, hope, positivity. I mean, that's the difference, guys.
But there's a certain depth, and again, I think it relates to the assassination attempt. The depth of feeling is stronger, not only in the party itself, but in him. And we saw that in his tone, which was subdued. It wasn't morose, it wasn't sad, but it was there was something deep about it. Have you noticed that change in him?
Yeah, I think he's incredibly, not that he wasn't before, but he's just more grateful now than ever. I think he realizes every day on this earth is a gift. I think a lot of Americans do, frankly, because the idea that somebody who is protected, somebody who is supposed to have the utmost protection, who's a leading candidate in a political party, could be assassinated in this day and age is an incredibly scary thought. I think that most Americans just thought that was something for the history books. But then when it actually happened in 2024, in front of our eyes, in front of an audience like that again, that's just a choice that Americans make and say, we're not going to do this. We're not going to turn into this. So, yes, I think he's emotionally, obviously more connected to every day on this earth. I think that anybody in his situation would be. And I think that Americans, frankly, are realizing how important every day is here and the choices we make and who leads our country.
Yep. And, you know, he talked a lot before the assassination attempt of the fact that, you know, if they weren't coming after me, they'd be coming after you. He literally took a bullet for the team, for not just the team of Republicans, but for the country itself. You spoke to that specifically.
You know what's weird, guys, is what Donald Trump was shot maybe, what, a month ago-ish? A little over a month ago, maybe? And the DNC, I didn't hear anybody even mention the attempted assassination of Trump. No humility at all. I mean, how crazy is that? I didn't hear, I mean, maybe somebody did, but I watched most of the big speeches, Obama, Clinton's, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. I did not hear even one mention, hey, I just, Donald Trump, you know, maybe I don't agree with you, but hey, I know you got shot. I know you're trying to do the best for our country. I mean, maybe they could have said, look, I don't agree with you, but you got shot and I'm praying for you. I didn't hear one person say that. How horrible is that? Donald Trump took a bullet. He almost died. And not one person at the DNC even mentioned it? If that doesn't tell you anything about the Democrats, I don't know what else would. Makes me sick. Absolutely sick. Nobody even mentioned it. This man deserves the world. And they just teared him down. Donald Trump, who the hell does he think he is? When Joe Biden said that, it really pissed me off. Really pissed me off.
Turn that phrase from a metaphor into reality. Roll that tape.
So let us not forget that President Trump did not just take a bullet in Butler, Pennsylvania. He has and will continue to take them for each and every one of us.
I think Americans, even those Americans who weren't planning on voting for Donald Trump, saw that happen and his reaction to being shot so quickly, trying to show the crowd that he was okay and that he was still strong and in spirit. I think a lot of Americans might have been turned to Trump's side by what happened on Saturday, no?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you take a look at the DNC, I don't think any of those guys are turning to Trump. I mean, again, I know a lot of those people are like super far left, so maybe people in the middle, I think, turn to Trump, but you cannot, don't let the Democrats fool you, okay? They are so committed to hating Trump. You'll be shocked. The stuff that Trump haters share on social media, if you have any Facebook friends who are liberals, I mean, I don't get their logic, their reasoning. They just, for whatever reason, I mean, that's what Kamala Harris called it, right? Trump derangement syndrome. They're so deranged. They can't get out of their own head.
100%. How can you test somebody's strength other than to take a bullet while speaking as a representative of more than half this country and then get up, fight? And not only that, Sunday, David, he didn't even change his flight plans. I flew out with him on Sunday. I was expecting a delay. Wow. I was expecting something, a change. Not 1 minute change to our schedule. And he was so dedicated, so resilient. And how can you not get behind a candidate like that? I mean, this speaks to a human level. This is not a political level. It's humanization.
Well, and Hillary Clinton brought up that 4 a.m. phone call that presidents sometimes receive and whether or not they'd be able to deal with that, whoever was running. This is so much beyond a 4 a.m. phone call. I mean, he took a bullet. He immediately responded in a way that would calm the crowd by his reaction to it. And then, as you say, he kept his schedule. I mean, that shows a certain readiness in the spite of whatever is coming at you, in which you don't know that, and then you think of President Biden. God love him. I hope he's okay. But the bottom line is, you think of his lack of competence, and yet he has that job. How much more a man who has full competence could do, particularly if it's super competence of Donald Trump.
Well, the truth is he's not okay. And I think America knows he's not okay. And it's okay to say that because we have a responsibility to Americans that voted for him and those that didn't. Yeah. He is the sitting president. And frankly, that is a massive massive responsibility. He is the sole executive branch member. So if he cannot be up past 8, but we have a candidate who takes a bullet and fights and then goes on his plans as scheduled, walks down the stairs with no issue after being shot in the head.
It's amazing.
I mean, what else do we need to see? It is amazing.
You know, you talked about lawfare. We have a soundbite from your speech, but I'm not going to use it because we're running out of time. But you did talk about lawfare. And I'm just wondering, as you see these cases just fall apart for many different reasons, either they were the construction of the cases was so poor, the behavior of the judge was so poor, the behavior of the prosecutor was, they are all, literally all falling apart. Did you expect that to happen? Are you surprised that, and is the president?
I think we knew that they were shams from the beginning. I know I've been saying it for years. I've been doing this with him for almost 3 years. And I can tell you that I knew from the indictments they were flawed constitutionally. They were flawed. The appointments of Jack Smith, the appointments of these DAs, the funneling of money from radical left people to DAs and AGs is un-American. I've been saying it, and I know I'm a bit of a talking head, but at the same time, what I say is a fact, and I know that until it's proven, which it now is, and the American people are seeing with time, I've always said, be patient. They will fall like dominoes. Right. But the judicial system takes it takes time. It does, especially when you have some corruption, frankly, and political bias in the courtrooms, and that is just unacceptable. But yes, they are falling apart. They should, frankly, all be dismissed.
Wow, so Alina Habba's going in hard, guys. I mean, again, it's kind of funny because on one hand, she's like a boss as a lawyer for Trump, and on the other hand, she's a boss for Trump's campaign. Like, you need to say an extra prayer for Alina Habba, guys, because she is one of the most underrated yet most pivotal people on Trump's team right now. Somebody who has not backed down. You know, there was that one lawyer, Taco Pina. I believe, let me fact check myself real quick. Trump lawyer Taco Pina left, I believe. Yeah, he withdrew from the Manhattan legal campaign. I mean, this guy, like, again, you know, God bless him. But for what, I don't know the true story, and I'm not trying to cause any drama or nothing. But, you know, this guy left Trump's team. I don't know what the reason was. But not for a minute would I ever think Alina Habba would ever leave Trump's side. I mean, take a look at Alina Habba. She celebrated her 40th birthday at Mar-a-Lago with all of Trump's family. I mean, this woman, she's fully committed to helping the Trump team. You can tell she's close friends with Laura Trump, Kimberly Guilfoyle, the whole Trump family. I mean, this was, you know, the whole Trump family there too. Donald Trump Jr., Eric Trump, Donald Trump, Melania Trump. You know, they're all there celebrating Alina because they know what big role she plays. Alina Habba just turned 40. She is probably the most beautiful 40-year-old I've ever seen in my life. Happy birthday, Alina. Comment happy birthday, Alina, down below, guys. So say an extra prayer for Alina. She's doing incredible things. Let me know your thoughts down below, guys.